Hello my friends and welcome to the end of 2021. This has been such a glorious year. Game Builder Garage came out 6 months ago. Since then I've been playing some of the best games that it has to offer. However, many of these games have flown under the radar simply because Game Builder Garage doesn't have a discovery system for games. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of about 30 games that I really enjoy. I want you guys to watch these little bits and then also go in and play your favorite ones because they're a lot more fun to play than just to watch. Without further ado, let's get into the games. Well, most of these are not in any particular order. We are going to start off with 3 from my Thanksgiving event because they're just awesome. Alright, this one is one that Jay submitted. She co-hosted it with me and it's really, really good. It's called Catch Pikachu Letter. So this game, you actually face an AI character. You're Pikachu, and you have to play against Eevee and deliver the letters to this little Darumaka. And she said it was based off a Mario Party game. It's just super duper fun as you try to beat it and deliver as many as you can. There's little packs of letters, it runs around, and you have only 60 seconds, so it has that nice mini-game feel, and there's a good amount of RNG to it. Sometimes I barely win. It has a really great level of difficulty, and yet it's still very beatable, so hopefully we can beat Eevee here, and I'll show you guys what happens after we do that. Alright, look at this, new record for me, 26-14, let's go. So the game's not quite over yet. Actually, Darumaka delivers these letters to the pencil house here. And then it's still not over, so we actually go into reading the fans' letters, and this event was all about thanking people. I thought this was the most creative way to thank people, really incredible, as you can open the number of letters you collected, and there's a bunch of different custom-made letters, so really fantastic game. Definitely check it out for you guys selves and have fun with that one. Moving on to my other co-host, Miu no Himitsu. He actually made this one and it has a little bit of a story to it. So we have to put the puzzle together. Basically, you can move the different blocks and put them into place here and it'll form a really cool puzzle, and the edges are kind of rough and you have to decide, okay, where do these things go? Just like a puzzle, you want to put the special ones in the corner and you'll be able to figure it out pretty quickly. So if you guys haven't seen this one, I think you should go give it a play for yourself. I don't want to give away what the entire puzzle looks like. Yeah, just like that, go ahead and try to solve this one for yourself if you want to see the puzzle. And there are a lot of little elements here from different people that have contributed to the Game Builder Garage streams. I thought this was insanely clever as well. The final Thanksgiving game I'm going to show is from Jongjungbu called Thanks for the Juice. This one was insanely clever. Basically, you're running a grape juice stand that's kind of like a lemonade stand. You have to first go to the supplies and buy stuff for your grape juice stand so you can produce the grape juice and sell it to the customers. I was a huge fan of the lemonade stand games when I was young, so this really took me back, and it's amazing how you use cameos in here to basically show off different people. So let's get our supplies up and I'll show you how it works. Next, we have to go to the recipe adjuster and decide how many grapes, how much sugar, and how many ice cubes we need. Eventually, when you make enough money, you can also buy these fancy upgrades, but we're a little bit poor right now. Let's go ahead and begin the day and show you what happens. So she didn't like that one. Mew is gonna come by, he didn't like that one, and it tells you what's wrong with it for each of them. There's Video Dojo as well. And as you start to adjust the recipe, you'll have to pay attention to the weather forecast as well, and the customer happiness up here. This is your earnings for the day. As you adjust the recipe, you'll be able to change the amount of satisfaction you have. And once you find the perfect recipe, everyone will be happy. The only thing that will change eventually is the weather forecast. So that's the hint I'm giving you guys. Have fun with that one and enjoy it. I don't want to ruin the surprise. There's a lot of cool Easter eggs in here. Welcome to Yoshi's Garage by Dat Blue Guy. Look at this fancy Yoshi 3D model here. He can even lick his tongue if you press Y. It just has the feel of a wonderful Yoshi game. I really love Yoshi games, and if you hold B, you can have him hover just like this. The tongue actually also works to create eggs, so if we lick that guy, we can also make an egg and just throw it just like that. And there's a lot of fun to be had here. I love how he made it. You can also ground pound and destroy stuff. I would love to see more of these in the future as well, so Hope you guys have fun finding the Easter eggs in here. We'll ground pound that crate. Oh yeah, and there's a Lakitu to boot, just like that. We gotta stay away from him, boom. So play that one for yourself, enjoy it, and great job, that blue guy. Next up is Little Animal Crossing. Now this one wasn't submitted to my stream, but I found it, and it's just amazing to me. If you guys haven't seen this one, it's pretty famous, so maybe you have, but you can basically do a lot of the different actions that you could do in Animal Crossing. You can go fishing once you collect enough money. You gotta start off by harvesting fruits, and it just builds on the progression of Animal Crossing as well. Alright, so we've collected enough fruit, and also seashells will give you 100 as well. So once you have enough money to do that, you can have a choice whether you want to buy the fishing rod or the shovel. I think we're gonna go ahead and go with the shovel here. Now the shovel's gonna allow us to dig stuff up, so if we find this mushroom over here, then we can get a lot of money, and these things respawn after a little while. So that gave us 1,000, yeah, so you'll just have to walk around and do that. Eventually you're gonna get enough money to go into the house. You'll be able to plant stuff as well. And does this give you money? Yes, the weeds also give you 100. And there's so much good stuff you can do, so enjoy this one, guys. Let's go to the next one. Bombyrd Barrage by Bombyrd Barrage. This is really such a unique game. I mean, it's so cool. He said it wasn't perfect how he wanted it, Bombyrd Barrage, but I think it's amazing. So basically, we want to hit all of these houses here and explode on them, or the apartment buildings here. And when we do that, they will explode just like that, and you have to explode all of them within the time limit in order to complete the game. Oh man, he is fearsome, and I love 3D modeling, so Bombyrd Barrage is really, really good at the 3D modeling. I hope you guys were able to finish it in the time limit. Let me know what your best time is for this one. It wouldn't be a complete list without Shokami. So basically the guy has made a ton of Shokami games, and I'm just going to show you guys one of them, but I'll leave his programmer code down in the description for you guys to be able to play this one, as well as the other ones. This is just a hub world that leads to other ones, but you'll get a feel for the game here. So you have different controls, and he loves to make different cities. So we can blast with A, you have your projectiles, you can run with ZL, or sorry, Y. ZL is to pick up items, ZR is to throw. And you basically work through here, you meet different characters. I love how he does the pixel art for the characters, and just a bunch of different little jokes like this. The tuna's crossed out, nothing, free nothing. So if you guys play through this, you'll find tons of little Easter eggs. This is the encounter mechanism, so if you touch those, then you go into a battle encounter. The guy is just so talented with getting different mechanics of games that not many people really think of. And this guy following me is my friend, one of the Shokami, so definitely play the Shokami series for yourselves. You guys can go through the many, many levels and have a blast. This game absolutely blew me away when I saw it for the first time. I mean, we have a 3D modeled Kirby here, and there are so many aspects from the Kirby game that they snuck into here. The different abilities and the different things you can do. So here are the controls here. We can suck up enemies. We can suck up little boxes here and shoot them out. And there are, of course, the lovable, well-known Kirby characters here. We have to collect the stars. There are a lot of really difficult kind of puzzles here for you to solve, too. I mean, not overly difficult. They're really fun, but they do take a little bit of time and thinking to get them. We can also float up like a Kirby. We're supposed to know there's a crack over here in the side of this. We see this one, so we have to figure out a way that we can break into that. It's incredible the different models that people can make. So can we suck this guy up? Ooh, yes, now we have explodey power. Woohoo! I love how his feet just kind of dangle around. And you can see there's an artistic power right there as well. It's been a little while since I played this, but I remember super fun. Just like that, we explode this one, and I'll show you guys just one of the secrets because there are many, many more to be found in this level. So if we take this guy over here and we push him over to this fountain, boom, just like that, and he sits atop the fountain in glory. We made it work, and we got one of the stars. Eventually, you face a really cool boss at the end, so you guys have to see that for yourself if you haven't. This is one of the coolest gadget games I've seen. Basically, you have 4 different choices of gadgets to help you get through the game. You have a little UFO buddy, which you can control with the right stick. You have a hoop that makes you run faster. You have a little gun you can shoot to hit targets. And then you also have a propeller suit, which allows you to jump even higher and get things that were out of reach. So 4 very cool things. And then you have a little map selector over here. So let's go ahead and go to the carnival and show you guys a little bit of what's going on. So level 1 here is a circus. There's a bunch of different little mini games that you can open up by pressing the button. So of course, with this one, we want to take out the gun and try to shoot the targets. I love these little simple games. We have a timer right here. If we can complete it within the time limit, we're collecting fluff balls. So that is just so cool, and there's a bunch of other mini games you have to unlock by pressing buttons and doing other little puzzles. Let me show you just one more. Here we can take our little friend, move him over here, and he's going to hit that other one. Then inside this place, there's a little UFO puzzle as well. If we want him to be closer, we can press the button again. While we stand here, we send this little UFO over here. ZRs to make him go up, then down. I thought this could be a game in and of itself. It's so much fun. And just pull it down here, and boom, just like that, we get to rescue another fluff ball. So there's 4 more puzzles in this one, and 2 other little areas you can explore as well. Have a great time doing that. This is a 2-player game that I played with Yuka, but I was just blown away at how incredibly detailed this game is. You have to knock in all your balls before your opponent, and then knock in the 8 ball, just like pool to win. We have a blue versus red, and this is just so cool. So you're both on a pool table here. The background and everything, it's so clever. There's a little cell phone up there. I mean, all these guys up here, they got little Coca-Cola cans, a deck of cards. I mean, that is so cool. And then we have the balls here, and you have to try to hit them into their respective holes. So blue is going to go for blue, and red's going to go for red. And if you knock the 8 ball in early, or if you fall off the table, I believe you go out. You can go into the pockets, though, so maybe you could actually block your friend from going in there. I think if we jump off, yeah, then the winner comes down. Also, if you knock the balls in. But if you're looking for a good game to play with your friends, definitely give this one a play. It's one of the best multiplayer games I've seen in Game Builder Garage, and it's just so brilliantly made. Nokedon, you guys may have seen one of these in my tutorial I did with Eruptile here. Basically, we have Eruptile, Dorsalaunch, and Grizzleaf. These are based off Pokemon, and they are 3D modeled in such a brilliant way. So each of these guys have different moves. Some of them can fly and shoot bubbles here. This Dorsalaunch, he has double bubble cannon. Just super, super cool. An amazing one here. And then you can also switch between them at any time. So we're going to switch over to Grizzleaf. He can also fly. He's more of a tanky Nokedon, so he has different moves and sounds and everything. And I love how he looks with the little hat. So these had different pre-evolutions as well. Then Eruptile, you guys may have seen in the video. I thought his attacks are really cool with the poison and the fire. There aren't too many poison fire types in Pokemon, and it's fun to just move him around like this. It's incredible what you can 3D model in this game if you take the time. But thank you so much for creating these Bombyrd Barrage. They are truly wonderful and fun to play with. I hope you guys will give them a shot too. This is one of the most unique ideas I've seen this year in Game Builder Garage. Basically, you're a pigeon, and there's a bunch of little pigeony tasks that you have to complete. You're in this little city, and of course there are other pigeons. They'll ask you to do stuff for them. You do move a little bit slow, but it makes it kind of more real because pigeons aren't the fastest birds in the world. So this guy will ask you if there's anything you need to deliver. I think you have to deliver this apple to like a really hungry pigeon. So I believe we have to push this over here. There's like a starving pigeon on top of a building, so even though your abilities may be limited, you can do things. It reminds me of Untitled Goose Game, but you're actually doing good stuff instead of stealing people's glasses and stuff. So there we go. And so we helped our little pigeony friend who is no longer starving. I think it was, yeah, I think it was this guy up here. Oh yeah, let's just see what this guy says. Thank you. I thought I would go hungry again. Yeah, so that's who we helped. All right, let's move on. Are you ready for an intense Japanese game? I mean, we've seen what Japanese people can build in Mario Maker. Some of it good, some of it bad, but when you really have their creativity, we get something like this. Monster Rush. This is so cool. There's a lot of Japanese there. I'll let you guys read that for yourselves. Basically, we have to hit the various different colors with the right corresponding button, and it's so cool. It's a rhythm game. This is just one of the most unique games that I've ever seen. And it gets faster and more intense, and there are like color explosions in this game. So I had a lot of fun playing this. And you have 3 hearts, so if you make some mistakes, you're okay. Let me know what your guys' top score in this one is if you can get through it. Uh-oh, it's getting faster. Oh, we're in level 6 already. We keep leveling up, which is great. Oh, we have big guys coming. All right, we're starting to get more enemy. Oh, and he actually hit us there. So you gotta be careful. You gotta get the special attack. Oh boy. There we go. Ooh, okay, we're fine, we're fine. Whoa, he's going back. Oh, whoa, ninja. Oh, is this the special attack? Oh, here we go. Yes, we can use the special attack. All the buttons against him and just mashes. So cool. Whoa, he's getting closer. All right, we fended him off, so tell me how high you guys get in levels in this one. It's so much fun to play, so I hope you have a great time with this. After Monster Rush, we're gonna slow things down a little bit. We have Wario Land here. I love how the pixel art was made in this. It looks so much, I mean, it's right on, it's Wario, and it's a lot of fun. The physics are really good too. He kind of rushes forward, and he has this attack here that you can hit with this, and you can really fly through this game. So if you're a big Wario fan, I'll definitely let you guys play this. I don't want to give away too much of the level, but don't step on the enemies is my only advice. GhostEye's Trolley by Mr. Observador. This is just, I mean, it's such a cool game. A little bit scary. It was made for the Halloween season, but Mr. Observador makes some incredible games. So basically, you have to keep rotating this trolley here, and then you want to scare the different characters with L, and it's that terrifying Mr. Observador, and you get points based on how fast you're going, and then if you can scare them. So you get to keep playing through this one a certain number of times, and you have to try to get the high score in scaring, and oh, you get more points, I believe, for scaring certain characters. So you guys will have to practice this one. I definitely have to practice. This is kind of tough because you can only turn around in a certain variable speed. So let's see if we can scare this cowboy here. Wah! All right, so let me know how high you guys can get in this one. What round? I believe you can go to different rounds. What round you can get to, and who doesn't love Mario Kart 64? Gumby made such an awesome game here. He has a bunch of different levels that you can play through. Of course, it's only single player, but it is still a blast and a little bit difficult to get through some of these. The Squid Game style has been really popular lately, and this is one of the coolest ones I've seen. Basically, we have to sneak around and listen to the audio cues to try to save yourself before Mario looks back. You have to hold down on the left joystick to hide in your trash can, so see if you guys can make it all the way across. Now, the game doesn't end, I believe, until you get at least 100 points, so you're gonna have to cycle around a couple of times, and you'll get there eventually, but definitely have fun playing this one, and make sure Mario doesn't catch you, otherwise you could be in trouble. Ooh. Go, 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 go! Goodbye. Oh, this is just so cool because he took time to create an entire stadium here. I mean, look at this. This is so crazy. Basically, you have to take the basketball, and this game's really tough, but it makes use of the hand Nodon. It's super challenging. You're gonna have to play it with the Joy-Cons, but you have the whole crowd here, and you have to try to throw it through your hoop, while the other team is gonna try to keep scoring as well. Of course, it's not like a perfect basketball game. There are even a couple of ways that you can cheese it, because the hand Nodon is infinitely long. But it's still a challenge, and it's crazy how much he went into into making this here. So let's see if we can take the basketball. Whoop, and they're super fast to make up for the little bit of cheese that you can do. So shooting it is actually really tough too. But if you can get it near that hoop, it counts as a score. So, wow, almost. There we go, we got a basket. See if you guys can win. The scoreboard is up here, and you are on the blue team, so have fun with that one. And look at all the Kirbys in the crowd. That's a nice touch. This is one of the coolest 2D, 3D kind of games that I've seen. This is called Desoulate, and I played this a while ago, but it just stuck in my mind because of the different abilities, and the feel of it is so cool. I believe it was an original creation by Alex, but I could be wrong. However, it's awesome to me. The little characters, the lore, it's a little bit creepy, but it's actually much more just cool. And yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it, so see if you guys can work your way through the mazes, collect the goodies, destroy the baddies, and have a great time doing it. Here we have another wonderful creation by Miu no Himitsu. This is based off a Japanese arcade game. It's a drum game where you have to hit the ka with the right side, the don with the left, and if you hit them in the right rhythm, then you get something special to happen if you hit enough notes. I'll play a little bit of it, but I'll tell you there is a secret if you do well enough, so you have to find that for yourself. So the music plays, and it starts off nice and slow. But it does take some practice, so if you guys really practice at it, you'll get really good, and you'll be able to hit all of them, but it does end up going pretty fast. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna stop before I show you the secret though. You'll get there eventually if you try. I want you to find it for yourself. Who doesn't love the original Legend of Zelda? I mean, how nostalgic is this? It's just amazing. So, obviously it's not a full recreation. You can only go to a certain point. It takes just a couple minutes to beat, but you collect some rupees, you get some bombs, you explore through here and can destroy some enemies. I mean, this one is just iconic. Even if you've seen it before, go back and give it a play and enjoy it. Make your way through it. If you haven't, definitely do it for yourself. And see if you can make it to the end of this little demo here. The Person Is games made by MYT are amazing. I believe they're based off the Baba Is You games, the indie games, and basically the logic is dependent on which ones are touching. So if the logic reads flag is defeat, we ran into the flag there and we died. But now if we push this one over here, the apple is defeat and the flag is win. So we can push things around and solve puzzles. Rock is something, the fish is warp. And if you break this one down here, then you're done. Your character is finished. So see if you can finish those and have fun playing all those by MYT. Nodons! If you haven't played this kind of game, it's so cool. Basically, you're in the programming screen, and right now I can't jump with A, but if I go over here and press R, then we connect the Nodons, and now we're able to jump. There's so many cool puzzles that it's just weird, but so fun, because you basically build the logic as you go through in the game, and it's a whole lot of fun. Don't touch the red stuff, obviously, but we have a red object here in the attract Nodon. It actually uses those Nodons you're seeing on the screen. It's just a lot of fun. So see if you can make it all the way through here. And there are multiple of these games. This is one of the coolest red light, green light style games I've ever seen. This is so cool at the beginning. You can hold A to show you the objective. Basically, this is a play off Super Mario World. When you're not looking at the ghost, it sneaks closer, but this time it's role reversal. You are the ghost. So if Mario's looking at you, then you can't move. But as soon as he looks away, you gotta move forward. You guys know how the game works, just like the Squid Game type of stuff. And as you get closer, looks like he gets more nervous. But once you eventually catch Mario, something pretty cool happens. So you guys will definitely have to play for yourselves and figure out what happens, what comes up when you finally get to Mario. Also see how fast you can get there. As part of the challenge of this is just trying to get him as fast as possible. So, alright, let's move on to the next game. Keystone Castle. I cannot say enough good things about this game. Another great Jungjungbu creation. I mean, it has everything. Little secrets that give you health. The enemies have just the right speed and physics, and the character can jump. It just seems like it belongs in the indie store. It's so well made and so much fun. I wish it was longer, but Nodon limits, so I understand. I love the little shining diamonds you have to collect, and the use of the background is so dark. It just fits perfectly with this game. You also get these abilities, the power-ups. Now you have a throwing dagger, which powers you up, so it's its own mini game, but it feels like it could be its full adventure. So you guys will have to find out all the secrets for yourselves and enjoy playing this game to its finish if you haven't seen it, or even if you have, give it a play and find all the secrets. Oh, there's another one. Let's move on to the next one. As a kid, I loved to play Sonic, and even to this day, some of my favorite games, and it's so fun to play a new adventure. The guy has created a whole series of these Sonic games, and he just gets better and better as he moves along. It's a little bit challenging because you can't get hit at all, but you are a little bit overpowered because you can just use this attack almost infinitely and move around in the air. So it's really well balanced in that way, and it's fun to move through all of these, see the different mechanics that he keeps adding in the newer iterations. I absolutely am just blown away by how well he's done with this series. He also added some other characters and bosses as you move along, so I hope you guys will check these out and check out his programmer code for the latest one up to date. Our last two games are both multiplayer games, but do not write them off because these are super fun. This is Bombyrd Barrage by John David. You have 3 different choices: field, cross, and maze. Let's go ahead and start with the cross one. Then if we go back to options, you can see you can turn Ricochet on. Stealth mode makes the tanks invisible. And glass walls turns the walls invisible, but it keeps them there. Let's go ahead and keep the walls visible and stealth mode off for now. And we'll go into a game real quick. I'll show you guys how it works. I played this one with my wife and we had so much fun. You can rotate the turret with Y or A. I'm the blue one. And you can only move basically back and forth, kind of like a tank would move. We'll try to shoot this. The ricochet is really fast though, so that's something you'll have to consider when you're turning it on or off. And it takes a little bit of getting used to get the turret just right, but if you can, it's really fun. So we'll just come over here and fire. Whoa, fire away. Oh, we each got one there. Oh, the pink got one. Oh no. So you got to be careful with the ball bouncing everywhere. And Yuka won even though she's not playing. So have fun with this one, explore the options. Ricochet is crazy, but that's what just adds to the fun. So wow, I love it. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the maze one real quick. I just want to see how crazy the ricochet can get in this one. Boom, just like that. You could have some strategy going on here. Maybe we could even hit someone, but you can imagine if 2 people are moving, how amazingly fun this could be. Even though these are in no particular order, I do believe this is my favorite game. Seriously, one of the best games I played in Game Builder Garage. You can play either 1 player or 2 player. It's just so cool. I'll have to show you guys. If you haven't seen this, you have to basically play like Duck Hunt, and it just, how it looks is so incredible. I always love carnival game kind of games, and the feel of it, everything just works so well. You have to hit all the balloons and get points. You have a certain amount of ammo you can use, and then you have to try to beat the high score over there. I mean, and I think we want to hit, yeah, the characters. It's just got everything to make it feel really right. So Chungchungbu, I mean, there's a lot of other games of his I could even have featured here, but this is probably my favorite one you've made. It's much more fun, I think, too, with multiplayer. Playing this one with a friend is great because you're both going after the same balloons, and it just reminds me of like the Wii shooting game and then Duck Hunt and just so many good memories. So see if you guys can beat the high score and have a wonderful time playing all these amazing games we've seen today. That about does it for today, my friends. Make sure you leave all praises for these wonderful builders down in the comments section. By the way, YouTube thinks you're going to like these videos, so make sure you check them out. And until next time, Happy New Year, and God bless.